Okay, dear students, let's continue. I'm sharing my screen. Just a moment. Okay. Today, during the second part of our lecture, we'll speak about the matrix, which was named after these men, after Charles Hofer, who was the first to use product life cycle curve as a dimension for matrices of strategic analysis. So, generally, the idea of Hofer matrix was to use, not was to use, but was to prepare, how to say, the next generation of McKinsey matrix or matrix General Electric by mixing one dimensions of McKinsey matrix into one dimension of Hofer matrix, because he found that it will be rather difficult to prepare three dimensions model. So he decided to leave two dimensions, but to add life cycle dimension. So he decided to use two dimension competitive position of a strategical business unit and its stage of life cycle. I'm stressing one more time. I will repeat my words which were told when I delivered lectures connected with BCG matrix and General Electric matrix. So these matrix and also Hofer matrix should be built only for a diversified company. So at this very matrix, the main idea of this matrix is to put all strategical business units of the company of a diversified company into this very matrix and to understand the general situation of a diversified company. Sometimes people are trying to use this matrix for another purposes. I will not discuss it with you, whether it is correct or whether it is wrong, but generally you have to understand the main idea. We are using this matrix to create a corporate strategy for a diversified company. So as the first dimension, we are using this curve, and also the main idea is to prolong, of this matrix is to prolong our sales and to make it more stable. And generally, as a matrix, it is shown here at this very picture as the horizontal X. We have a relative competitive position of a strategical business unit. Relative competitive position means that we have to evaluate our competitive position compared with our rivals, but it is quite obvious because competitiveness is a relative feature of a company. So it's not possible to say that a company is competitive without comparing its performance with other companies. And as the uh, vertical x as a vertical dimension, we are using, not we, but Charles Hofer used development stage, growth, maturity, and decline. And the same to General Electric matrix. He mentioned at these metrics some basic strategies. So he mentioned some zones, some airs, and for every air he proposed some strategy. And please take into account that it is possible to change situation of our strategical business unit at the horizontal dimension when we are speaking about our relative competitive position. So theoretically, it is possible to increase it, to invest money, to buy new technology. Thereafter, our product will have bigger, higher level of quality. Thereafter, our strategical business unit becomes more competitive. But it's not possible to change the position of our strategical business unit here. And the natural way of our strategical business units is the following. All our strategical business units are moving from the top parts of our matrix to the bottom parts of our matrix. And this is the main idea of Hofer matrix. So it is possible to look at our company not only now, but it is possible to use like time machine and look at the future situation of our company. And here are the possible matrix for our company. So our company at this very picture, it has 7 strategical business units, and we are placed all these strategical business units and this very market, and then we are describing the position of every strategical business units for the future. And here is a short explanation for every strategical business units. Unit R, it is like a star if we are using terms of BCG matrix. So these strategical business units needs investments. Why? Because we spoke about this situation when we discussed BCG matrix. Now our competitive position is strong, but if we, and the same situation is connected with the B. If we don't support these strategical business units at the stage of development and growth, we will move from here to this, to the right. Our competitive position will be average or even weak. So it is quite natural that we have to financially support units A and B. And we have to think about the unit C if we have some additional money, yes, which are generated with the help of cash inflows connected with, for example, strategical business units D and E. It is possible to use it for strengthen of competitive position of strategical business unit C, or if we don't have this financial support, it's quite obvious that we have to divest these strategical business unit. We have to sell it. We have to sell it. Unit D and F and E, they are like cash cows. They are generated some cash inflows which could be used for dividends, or and we have to pay this money to our owners, to owners of our company, or it is possible for us to use this financial support for strategical business units A and B. And if speaking about strategical business unit G, here we have very unpleasant situation that the market is declining, but our strategical position is rather high. So we have to we have to think whether to stay in the business or to sell it. The main advantage of this matrix is that we are taking into account the product life cycle stages. And for these, if we are using this matrix, it is possible to look not only at the current position of our company, but also to look at future position of our company. But generally, this matrix also has some disadvantages. It is, first of all, it is rather difficult to understand key success factors for every industry, and they are different. So you see that here is the matrix. Here they have the same scale, and all these strategical business units are connected with different industries. So if speaking, for example, about, I don't know, Procter & Gamble company, A is toothpaste, B is children diapers, and so on. So they are not connected. Generally, they are not connected. So in this very case, we are trying to evaluate different industries with the help of one scale. So it is rather difficult because we have to gather information about key success factors of all industries. So this disadvantage is connected to the disadvantage of General Electric matrix. And also it is rather difficult to understand. I told you when we spoke about life cycle strategy during the previous lecture, it is rather difficult to understand the stage of life cycle for some particular product. And as the next generation of these metrics, we will analyze one more matrix. Just a moment. As the next generation of Hofer matrix. I'd like to speak a little bit with you about ADL matrix, Arthur-Delete matrix. Actually, this matrix is, I wouldn't say even that it is next generation. It is a little bit, they little bit added some information to Hofer matrix, but nowadays mostly people like to use this very metric instead of Hofer matrix. First of all, a couple of words about the title of this matrix. This matrix was named after Arthur the Little, but it's a little bit funny that he was not the person who proposed this matrix. He was a founder of Arthur the Little company. It is one of the most famous companies, consulting companies in the world. He was a professor of the first university of the world. Maybe you know that the rank #1 for the last, I would say, more than 20 years, takes Massachusetts Technology Institute. It's not connected only with technology. It's like our, for example, Kharkov Polytechnical University. They have very powerful business school in this university. So it's just a title, Technological Institute, but they have a lot of divisions, department, and directions of scientific researchers within the university, within the institute, sorry. And this professor was the founder of the company, and now this company is very powerful, I would say. It has a better position than even McKinsey agency. They have branches in different parts of the world, and they are supporting clients in different industries, and it lets them to support diversified companies. It's very important. I copied this information from the official site of Arthur the Little company. So they decided, this agency decided to also to took this product life cycle as second dimension of the matrix. So generally they decided to use the same dimensions: competitive position of a strategical business unit and industry maturity category. So they decided to practically rebuild Hofer matrix. They decided to use four maturity stages: embryonic, growth, mature, and aging. And they decided to use here is the explanation, but it's quite clear to understand what is embryonic, what is growth, what is mature, and what is aging. And they decided to use 5 competitive position, from dominant, then strong, favorable, tunable, and weak. Why they decided to use only 4 industry maturity stages? I think because I think once they realized that 5 multiply 5 is equal to 25, so it's too many boxes within matrix, and 20 boxes, 4 multiply 5 is okay. So they built a matrix within 20 boxes. And a couple of words about every stage. If we are dominant, it means that we are the best company in the industry, and we are the leader, and the next company is far away from us. If we are strong, it means that we are the leader, but the next company are rather close to us. If our company is our position of our strategical business unit is favorable, it means that we are not the leader, but we are close to the leaders of the market. Tenable means that we are rather close. We are not, close to the leaders, but we are not the last. And weak means that our competitive position is the poorest. The creation of this matrix is generally totally the same as it was connected with Hofer matrix. We have to determine strategical business units within a diversified company, and then we have to identify phases of maturity for every strategical business unit. When we have to evaluate competitive position, so we have to measure the level of competitiveness for every strategical business unit, and generally this stage, the third stage, I think it is the most difficult, because you have to evaluate strategical position for all industries within diversified companies. So you have to gather a big, I would say, heap of information, really huge amount of information. And then you have to, as a fourth stage, you have to plot circles, and every circle, radius of every circle must be in correlation with the general position of a market, volume, of the market in money units. And also it is possible to show the place of our company. So here is the example of Untitled Matrix. So for example, this circle is bigger than that. It means that this market generally bigger than this one. And with the gray, parts of the circles, we are showing the place, the part of the market which is connected with our company. So at this very matrix, it is possible to show the general situation for our company. If our company is a diversified company, you can see from this very picture that generally this picture is quite, I would say, not maybe the same, but very close to the previous one. I mean, Hofer matrix. And Untitled Matrix provides a basic strategy for every box, But what is, here are the general description of every box, but I wouldn't comment every strategy because it will take a lot of time. You can read the strategy for every box by yourself, but what you have to keep in mind that, first of all, this matrix provide a strategy for every box. Then it is possible to change competitive position and this matrix also provides the zones, the airs. It is possible if we are in upper corner, we have to develop our strategical business units. If we are in this zone in sphere 2, we have to evaluate. And if we are here, we have to divest our strategical business units. It means that we have to use this money generated by these strategical business units for different strategical business units of our company. Advantages of this matrix. It is very visible and transparent. It is possible to evaluate a diversified company, even if it is rather big. It will be very flexible to understand the competitive position of every strategical business unit, and with the help of this matrix it is possible to balance the portfolio of our strategical business units. But it also have disadvantages. I told you about the first disadvantage, that it is rather difficult to use this matrix, but I didn't tell you about the second main disadvantage. I want to discuss it now in details. You know that the length of the life cycle might be influenced by other rivals. What does it mean? It means the following. We are at maturity stage. Okay, we think that our sales are stable, and we can think that our sales will be stable not only now, but also within some period of time. But occasionally our competitor launches a new product, and people are deciding, our customers are deciding to switch from our product to the product of our competitor. And it appears that our maturity stage, not now a maturity stage, and it is a declining stage of our product, because all our customers are switching to another product. So it means that it happens when we think that the future of our company is rather good, and it becomes worse as a reflection of some activities of our rivals. So it is, I would say, it's not a disadvantage, but you have to keep it in mind. And as a conclusion from today's lecture, today we spoke about life cycle and how to take into account product life cycle with the help of matrices. The main purpose of Hofer matrix and ADL matrix is totally the same with General Electric matrices and with BCG matrices. We are analyzing a diversified company, and we are trying to understand what we have to do with a big set of strategical business units. And we have to divide all the strategical business units into groups. One group we have to support one group. One group must be supported with the financial resources because the market is growing, so it will generate cash inflows, but not now, but in future. Another group of our strategical business units can be analyzed as strategical business units which can support these financial resources because they are they have stable customers, stable level of demand. That's why it is possible to use these resources. And the third part of strategical business units must be sold to generate financial resources for the first group of our strategical business unit. It is just, how to say, the general outcome from all these matrices. There are generally more matrices, but within our course we analyzed the most important matrices: BCG, General Electric, Hofer matrix, and as a next generation of Hofer matrix, matrix of Arthur de Little. All these matrices must be used for a diversified company. Okay, we are finished with the second module of our course, how to divide financial resources within a diversified company. So now I'm listening your questions connected not only to this lecture, but please, you are welcome to ask me questions connected with all second module. You are welcome. No questions. Okay, so thank you for your attention. Next Tuesday, we will speak about synergy. We will speak about very interesting moment which you can find in mathematics, but you can find some example in economic when 1 plus 1 is equal not 2 but is equal 3. We will speak about it. Okay, thank you for your attention. See you. Bye bye. See you. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.
I'm sorry, you are saying something, but okay, I'm sorry.
I see you next Tuesday.
Sorry?
I see you next Tuesday.
Aha, okay, see you. Bye bye, Yulin. See you. Bye.
Bye.